When your woman disrespects you, it's not an accident, it's a test. Test of who you are. A test of what you will tolerate. A test of how much of a man you still are. Today, I'm going to break down 7 things every man must understand and do when his woman disrespects him. Let's dive in. Point 1, never argue emotionally, stay centered. When she disrespects you, your first instinct might be to defend yourself. To prove your point, to correct her, to show her you're right, but that's exactly what she expects. That's the trap. The moment you raise your voice, the moment you get defensive, or start explaining yourself, you lose the frame. You have stepped into her emotional arena, and inside that chaos, logic doesn't matter. The louder you get, the weaker you look. Real power doesn't argue, it decides. Calm man is a dangerous man, because no one can predict him, provoke him, or move him emotionally. When she disrespects you, don't match her tone. Lower yours. Lock eyes not in anger but in certainty, and say quietly, "I don't talk to people who disrespect me." Then turn and walk away. That silence, that calm withdrawal, it speaks louder than shouting ever could. It tells her, "I'm not desperate for your validation. I'm in control of myself." Because composure is power. The man who can't be shaken controls every room he walks into, and every relationship he chooses to stay in. That's not coldness. That's discipline. That's strength disguised as peace. Point 2, don't reward bad behavior. Love without boundaries turns into weakness, and weakness never earns respect. Most men make the same mistake. When a woman disrespects them, they try to fix it by being even nicer. They soften up, they apologize for things they didn't do, they over-explain. They send that long paragraph text trying to make her understand. But what they don't realize is, you can't negotiate respect. You command it. When you reward bad behavior with kindness, you're teaching her something dangerous, that she can disrespect you and still have access to you, still get your time, still get your energy, still get your love. That's not compassion. That's self-betrayal. You have to be willing to pull back, not out of anger, but out of principle. You don't punish her. You remind her. Remind her that your attention is earned, not owed. Your silence will do what your words can't, because a man's silence is louder than his anger. It forces reflection. It shifts power. It rebalances energy. When she realizes you're not the type of man she can play emotional games with, that's when her tone changes. That's when her respect returns. Always remember this. You don't have to chase validation. You just have to stop rewarding disrespect. Respect doesn't start when you demand it. It starts the moment you stop entertaining what doesn't honor you. Point 3, enforce boundaries without apology. Boundaries aren't about ego, they're about identity. Most men lose themselves in relationships because they're too afraid to draw a line. They think standing firm will make them lose her. But the truth is, you lose her faster by tolerating disrespect. When you let disrespect slide, when you tolerate behavior that drains you, when you silence your standards just to keep the peace, you're teaching her that your peace doesn't matter. And once a woman senses that your self-respect is negotiable, everything changes. Boundaries are not walls, they're filters. They don't keep love out. They keep disrespect out. And real women, the ones who value strength and leadership, admire a man who stands his ground. Because deep down, structure brings them safety. When you calmly say, "I don't tolerate that," you're not starting a fight, you're defining your value. When you walk away from disrespect instead of arguing, you're not being cold, you're showing mastery. Never apologize for your standards. They're not arrogance, they're alignment. They're not control, they're clarity. And here's the paradox. The moment you stop chasing validation and start enforcing your boundaries, that's when people start respecting you. Point 4, don't chase respect, command it. You don't chase respect, you command it. And the difference is everything. When you chase respect, you're already beneath it, seeking approval, explaining yourself, defending your worth. But when you command respect, you're not asking for recognition. You're becoming someone who can't be ignored. You do that by living with clarity and purpose, by handling your responsibilities like a man who's grounded, not reactive, by not letting every mood, every opinion, every emotional storm shake your foundation. See, people respect consistency, not noise. They respect the man who shows up, not the one who shows off. You command respect when your discipline speaks louder than your emotions. when your silence carries more weight than someone else's shouting. And here's the truth most men miss. Respect isn't something you talk about. It's something you radiate. It's in the way you walk into a room and don't seek validation. It's in the way you say no without hesitation. It's in the way your actions prove your worth long before your words do. Respect isn't a request, it's a reflection of your standard. So stop chasing it, live like a man whose energy already deserves it. Because once you become that, you will notice you never need to demand it again. Point 5. Stop explaining yourself to people who don't value you. At some point, you have to realize this. Your peace is worth more than being understood. When someone, especially a woman you care about, has already made up her mind to disrespect or devalue you, no amount of explaining will fix it. You can't teach respect to someone who benefits from disrespecting you. Every time you over-explain, you hand over your power. You start justifying your worth to someone who has no intention of appreciating it. You start turning strength into negotiation. And that's where you lose your edge. Here's the truth. People who truly value you don't need long explanations. They pay attention. They listen. They feel your intent through your actions. So when someone dismisses you, doubts you, or plays with your energy, stop explaining. Start exiting. Because the moment you pull back your presence, they start to feel the silence. That silence becomes louder than all your words combined. They begin to reflect, not because you convinced them, but because they lost access to you. And that's the ultimate power move, walking away with calm confidence, while they sit there wondering why your silence feels heavier than their ego. Don't explain, don't argue, don't chase clarity from the wrong crowd. Sometimes the most powerful statement you can make is simply your absence. Point 6, don't tolerate public disrespect. If she disrespects you in front of friends, family, or strangers, that's a line she crossed on purpose. A man who allows public disrespect becomes invisible in his own relationship. You need to check it immediately. Pull her aside. Say something like, "Don't ever do that again," and mean it. If she continues, it's not a relationship. It's humiliation disguised as love. Real men protect their dignity before they protect anyone's ego. Point 7, be willing to walk away. This is the final rule and the most powerful one. A man who's afraid to walk away has already lost. Because if she knows you will stay no matter how she treats you, you have given her permission to keep disrespecting you. Walking away doesn't make you heartless. It makes you whole. It's a strong statement that says, I choose peace over drama, self-respect over attention, dignity over love. And that's what separates boys from men. So when your woman disrespects you, remember this. You don't fight for her respect. You act in a way that demands it. Control your emotions. Hold your boundaries. Walk away if you must. Because the moment you choose your self-respect over her approval, you become untouchable. You stop chasing validation and start living in power. And that's when everything changes. If you found this message powerful, hit that like button and subscribe. Also share this video with someone who needs to hear it. See you in the next video. Stay grounded and stay focused.